Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name is George, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at this Phylida Explorer. But before we get into the review, I just want to announce that I'm doing a giveaway, and the channel has been slowly growing now, and actually I don't do that many giveaways. We're getting close to 2,000 subscribers, which is not a lot by any standards, but it's a step in the right direction for me. So I just want to say thank you very much for sticking with me so far, and to many more from now on. So as a thank you, I'm just going to give this watch away, the Phylida Explorer. So I'm going to do the review today, and in about a week from now I will be posting a video announcing the winner. The rules are very simple. You just have to be subscribed to the channel, or subscribe to the channel if you have not, and let me know in the comments section below what is your best purchase of 2020, best watch purchase of 2020, whatever it was, the watch that brought you the most joy. Let me know in the comment section below what that was. Now back to the review. So I purchased this watch on AliExpress a while ago because I actually never had a Rolex Explorer homage in my collection, and I actually just wanted to have a look at it. And to be honest, I heard a lot of good things about Phylida, but actually, how good is it? Let's take a look. Because of the obvious design choices here, I'm just going to put a lot more emphasis on the finishing and the overall quality, and actually bang for buck for that matter. Phylida started popping up on the radar, I would say mid 2020, and it's competing with the likes of Pagani design around that price range. And I'll probably do a comparison video at some stage between the two brands. Let me know in the comment section below also if you want to see something like that. I bought this Phylida on the official store. I'll drop a link into the description box below. It's an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but AliExpress kind of pay me a small commission for pointing you guys in the right direction, and it helps me buy a lot more watches. So the watch is only available with a black dial, branded and also unbranded, with two movement options: the DG2813, which is slightly cheaper, and the one that I have here today, which is the Miyota 8215. I went for the Miyota because I think I wanted some peace of mind, I think, in the back of my head, but especially considering the price, I don't think it would have made much more difference. Not that the Chinese movement isn't any good, but I just wanted to, I had a bit more confidence actually when I bought the Miyota. Just as a side note, at the time of filming, the branded version, so the one with the Phylida logo on the dial, is not available at the store that I got mine from, but feel free to do a bit of digging. I'm sure you can find another shop that sells that version. Now let's get some dimensions out of the way. As you would expect, a case diameter of 39 millimeters, a thickness of 13 millimeters, a lug-to-lug of 48, but it has these male protruding end links, which gives it an actual distance of 52 millimeters from lug to lug. Also a lug width of 20 millimeters, which makes it super easy to find straps for this. And also this actually is strap monster, so it works with a lot of straps. The case is 316L stainless steel, and it's pretty decent. The finishing on it is pretty decent when you consider the price. But I think that this price bracket is becoming a bit more competitive now on AliExpress, and this is the kind of level of finishing anyone is delivering right now, which again, it's pretty good when you consider the price. So high polish finish all around, and it's nice and consistent, no sharp edges or anything, or no surplus material, which again is pretty good. But the question with the AliExpress watches is, would you get the same level of finishing with every single watch? Another thing that I wanted to touch on is the crown at the 3 o'clock position, which is unsigned. It's a screw down crown, and the crown action is a very smooth. The crown is grippy, and it screws out and it screws back in with the same ease. gives this watch a stated water resistance of 100 meters. Again, given the price, I wouldn't be in a rush to test that water resistance. But in all fairness, it does have a screw down case back, which is sterile, by the way. And I would say between these two, you get some kind of water resistance, which is actually overall, it's actually pretty good. The dial is covered by a flat piece of sapphire crystal with no AR coating. And in terms of dial layout, I don't think this needs an introduction. Everything is surprisingly well made. Printed at the 12 o'clock position in white, we have the Phylida logo, and at the 6 o'clock position, also printed in white, we have automatic. Everything else is applied, and again, the finishing is pretty good, all things considered. The loom, there is loom, but this is where they usually cut costs, and this one is no different. We have C3 on the numerals and BGW9 on the indices and hands, and the C3 is barely visible. I mean, barely visible on the numerals. And in all fairness, the indices and hands are a bit better, but it doesn't last. So again, I wouldn't expect it to be, considering the price point, I wouldn't expect it to be some kind of a loom masterpiece. But again, I just think they should have kept it very, very simple. So I think they should have left the same loom all around, including the numerals at the 3, 6, and 9. But again, each with their own, and if that's the route that they wanted to do. And again, the hands actually shine far, far longer than the indices. The movement power in this, guys, is, like I mentioned, the Miyota 8215 with a 42 hours of power reserve at 21,600 vibrations per hour, a stated accuracy of minus 20 seconds plus 40 to plus 40 seconds per day. Hand winds, but it does not hack. And also this movement has a date function. Our watch doesn't have a date function, so we have this ghost position. I'm just going to unscrew the crown to show you guys. If you pull it on the first position, nothing happens. You can actually hear the wheel turning for the date there, but nothing happens. And at the second position here, you can adjust the time. The second hand doesn't stop, so it doesn't hack. Again, I was aware of this when I actually bought the watch, so it doesn't particularly bother me, but it's just something for you guys to keep in mind if you do decide to go for this movement. The bracelet, this is where it loses points in my book. It originally came on this 3-link oyster style metal bracelet with a fold over clasp with a safety. Now this is not the one that originally was on it. Solid links, solid end links. It starts at 20 at the case and it tapers down to 16 where it meets the clasp. And the clasp is where they should have kept it very, very simple, because this one features this glide lock with a safety clasp. Let me show you guys so you have an idea, as you can see here, which personally I'm not a fan of, because mine just didn't adjust properly here, so it just wouldn't stay in place. So luckily for me, I had this around the house. So this is from an old harness. As you can see, I kind of buffed it out here, so I just removed the logo. And it features the same screw pin system to adjust the bracelet. And it just fitted, it just worked. It was very, very easy to unscrew those pins. And again, that's something that I would give it credit. So it was actually very easy to fit that fold over double pushers clasp. Again, it's just something that I'm not a fan of, because do not overcomplicate things for the sake of overcomplicating things. Maybe other people don't have this issue, but mine did. So again, kind of put me off the entire watch. But that's why I'm just like, they should just kept it very, very simple. It works fine just like this. And again, and in all fairness, this is where I was talking about when I said the same level of consistency with every single watch. I'm sure if I contacted them, they would have changed it for me, but I just didn't want to go through that issue, to the whole thing of sending the watch back. It's only $80. So to draw the line on all of this, guys, yes, it looks well. Yes, it's extremely well made considering the price. But in the back of my head, there's always be that issue of, is this just another Explorer homage? And don't get me wrong, I recommend this in a heartbeat. You know, the finishing is decent, the dial's well put together, but all in all, again, if this is your thing, and if this is what you want to go for, again, if you like your Explorer homages, this I would definitely recommend it, considering the price. You know, again, not big fan of that system, micro adjust system that originally came with it, but again, nothing's perfect, so lucky for me I had this so I can fit it. But there would also be other different clasps that you can buy on AliExpress if you want to fit it on yours, so, or you can just put it on a different strap. And now listen, let me show you guys how it looks like on the wrist. By the way, today I am wearing my Seiko SNKL23, and this one is on this Vario tweed strap, 18 millimeters. I'll just put a link in the description box below to the Vario website to check out their strap range. And yeah, it's just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm a huge fan of that. So let me put that on the wrist. I have a 6.3 inch wrist for reference, guys, and it actually wears pretty good considering the fact that it's 52 with those male end links. Again, looks very, very nice, and it does wear pretty small considering the end links, like I said. So this is more like an overhead shot for you guys to have a look at. And it doesn't sit pretty tall on my wrist. Again, 6.3 inch wrist for reference. And yeah, if this is your thing, guys, definitely go for it. So that was it, guys. That wraps up today's video. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about the Phylida Explorer, or if you have one, or if you want to purchase one. Also, don't forget to click a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't so, and also do not forget about the giveaway. I'm going to be giving the Phylida Explorer in about a week. I'm going to announce the winner, so don't forget about that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!